All right, so earlier this morning, somebody tweeted this. Elon Musk just got booed like I've never heard before on stage with Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. He couldn't get a word in. The crowd booed for 10 minutes. Not favored on his home turf. He looks stunned. Must not get enough feedback in real life. Okay. And now, by the way, he's been coping about this on Twitter. He's like, actually, 90% of the crowd was cheering and 10% was booing, so it wasn't really a crazy boo thing. Then, of course, he hit us with the classic, I must have pissed off the social justice warriors, the far lefties in San Francisco. And then now he's going with the line of actually there was a fight that broke out while I was up there, and so people were reacting to the fight and booing the fight. So he's all over the place. I have not watched this video yet. So I'm going to watch it right now with you guys live. This guy tweeted it. Turns out Twitter can, in fact, be real life. A lot of these videos, by the way, have been getting banned. A lot of these videos of Musk getting booed have been getting banned on Twitter. So, I don't know. Do with that information whatever you will, but that's certainly sketchy, because this is definitely not ban-worthy. All right, let's dive into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the richest man in the world.
I will say, if Dave was trying to get Elon Musk applause, he probably shouldn't have introduced him as the richest man in the world. I mean, you're begging for boos by introducing somebody that way.
And boos, I see.
So Dave acknowledged the boos there. Let me go back to that.
Cheers and booze, I see.
Oh, he goes, cheers and booze, I see.
Elon. Hey, Dave.
Wow, they're still going. By the way, what's going on here? Why is Elon Musk at stage at a comedy event? And why did Dave Chappelle think it was a good idea to bring Elon Musk on stage at a comedy event? As a comedian, you kind of have to be almost, how do you describe it? Sort of above the fray, not really linked up to anything or anybody politically or in the business world. You have to sort of be willing to take shots in every which direction. You have to be the king troll, the king shitposter, and, make fun of anything and everybody. And obviously Elon Musk is a target that, can be massively criticized and can be really made fun of by a comedian who holds nothing sacred. But, being buddies with Elon Musk, I don't know, that seems like a giant blind spot. But, of course, this, Dave Chappelle has been, he's been going in on the trans issue for a while. And perhaps he lost a step or two. I mean, he's still good on, race issues. All of his comedy, insofar as I've seen, is genuinely funny. He's got a really funny personality and amazing delivery. He's, one of the goats at comedy. But to, snuggle up to Elon Musk strikes me as kind of a big blind spot. If you can't fucking make fun of the richest guy in the world, that seems like, a massive hole in your act. I don't know, man. There's just so much to criticize there, and you're, bringing him on stage and yucking it up with him?
Controversy, buddy.
Weren't expecting this, were you?
It sounds like some of them people you fired are in the audience.
Dave's good. Dave is funny. Come on. It sounds like some of the people you fired were in the audience. I like how Musk was like, bet you guys weren't expecting this. Yeah, they weren't, and I'm sure probably a majority of them are not too happy with it. Like, if I'm there to see Dave Chappelle, I don't want him bringing this douche on stage. I mean, yeah, I get it. Elon has, like, some Elon stans, definitely on Twitter. The people who, like, sniff his farts and coddle his ballsack and tell him he's amazing in every imaginable way. But, yeah, I mean, real life's a little different, right? Like, first of all, he gets a massive amount of criticism on Twitter, too. And then now, in the eyes of the public, his approval rating is plummeting because of, you know, what he's doing with Twitter. He's made 1,000 erratic decisions. Not many people are happy with him.
Hey, wait a minute. Those of you booing.
I think he just said, like, stop your booing or something like that.
Hey, wait a minute. Those of you booing.
He said, hold your booing.
Tough on the head, like sounds like. But you notice one thing, all those people are booing, and I'm just pointing out the obvious. You have terrible seats, and I understand.
I didn't catch that joke. What'd he say?
Booing, and I'm just pointing out the obvious. You have terrible seats, and I understand.
I couldn't get that. Somebody screamed in the audience, and I don't know what he said. If you knew what he said there, post it in the comment section.
All coming from way up there, niggas, the last minute. Now I'm playing the niggas. Boo. Boo. Listen.
It's kind of like, I don't know why he's there, and then also now he's been on stage for a while. He said very little. Like, this is just awkward. I mean, ultimately, I think Elon has the same kind of personality thing as comedians, that, like, he wants to be loved, and politicians, too. Like, he desperately wants to be loved, but, like, he's very bizarrely and autistically assuming that he already is, and he's out there, I don't know, expecting this not to be the reaction. It's just, like, it's weird. Like, get the fuck off stage, man. What'd you expect?
Whatever. Look, motherfucker. This nigga is not even trying to die on Earth. Come on. His whole business model is fuck Earth. I'm leaving anyway. Do all you want. Take me with you, nigga. I'm going to Mars. Whatever.
What was that one? I'm going to Mars.
The pussy they got up there. That's what we'll be doing. Anti-gravity titty bars. Follow your dreams, bitch, and the money just float all over the room.
This is so awkward. He's just standing there.
Thanks for having me on stage.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Yeah.
The first comedy club on Mars. That should be mine. A deal's a deal, Musk.
Like, okay, there's that famous clip that floats around, or this screen capture that floats around, a screenshot of, like, Elon Musk was on some show 10 years ago and said, I'll have a human on Mars in 10 years. And then it's already been 10 years. We're like 11 or 12 years past it now. And obviously, not only is there nobody on Mars, but, like, we don't even hear about what the plan is, when the launch is, how far along we are. And this is something that, you know, this is a lot of what Musk says and does. Like, he overpromises massively and then underdelivers, or doesn't deliver at all. Just moves on. There was a great bunch of videos from the YouTuber Thunderfoot sort of debunking Musk, and, like, all these times he made promises with very strict deadlines and then just didn't meet them, and then nobody ever talks about it ever again. And it seems like, you know, Dave Chappelle, I guess, bought the hype of, like, oh yeah, we're definitely, like, he's definitely gonna get us to Mars. That's what it seems like. I mean, I know he's making jokes, and perhaps he knows that the Mars thing is probably bullshit, but it seems like he kind of believes it, right? And this is something like with Rogan, too. Rogan seems to think that Musk is, like, you know, the most mega super genius that ever existed, and he can fix any problem and do anything, and, like, anytime he says something, it's gospel. But no, he's like, he's a billionaire with good PR, or formerly had good PR. Now he's ruining it with his shit posting on Twitter. But like so much of the stuff he promised just doesn't come to fruition. So I don't know if Chappelle really thinks like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna get us to Mars or what. But it's kind of surprising if he does think that, because it seems kind of obvious with how many times he made a promise and didn't deliver that like he's just not going to deliver on more than half of the shit he says. Probably more than 80% of the shit he says.
You niggas can boo if you want. This nigga gave me a jetpack last Christmas. Fly right past your house. Nigga, boo these nuts and you'll find my jetpack.
He's good. I mean, he's making lemonade out of lemons, that's for sure. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if Elon Musk actually gave Dave Chappelle a jetpack. I mean, they probably have met. There's a reason why he's on stage. Maybe Rogan was their connect where like they met through him. I don't know. But yeah, Musk is in over his head, not just with Twitter and the business world at the moment. He's also in over his head with his group of friends, hanging out with these like celebrities and comedians and stuff. That'd be weird if he actually got Dave Chappelle a jetpack and Chappelle took it and Chappelle now like is a Musk stan.
That's how we like to chill. We do ball the shit.
Dave, what should I say?
Oh my god, he asked him, what should I say? And then the booing starts again.
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
It'll only spoil the moment. Do you hear that sound, Elon? That's the sound of pending civil unrest.
He said that's the sound of pending civil unrest?
I can't wait to see which store you decimate next, motherfucker. You shut the fuck up with your moves.
And now he's telling them to shut the fuck up with their booze. I mean, look, if you had Bill Gates on stage, what would you expect? If you had George Soros on stage, what would you expect? If you had the Koch brothers, or whichever one is still fucking alive on stage, what would you expect? If you had, I don't know, the guy from Apple on stage, what would you expect? Like, yeah, this is going to happen. You know, we live in a time with record income and wealth inequality, and people are fucking pissed. You got the richest guy on stage, and we're all supposed to, what, like worship at his feet or something? And now, like I said, people like Musk even less than they used to because of how he's fucking up Twitter and how he's like a, you know, seems like a 14-year-old 8chan shit poster. Like, again, I'm surprised that anybody's surprised that this was the reaction.
Something better than you can do. Booing is not the best thing you can do. Try, nigga, to make it what you want it to be.
What'd he say? Booing is not the best thing you could do, and then I didn't hear the rest.
I am your ally. I wish everybody in this auditorium peace and the joy of feeling free, and your pursuit of happiness make you happy. Amen. Thank you very much, San Francisco. No city on earth has ever been kinder like you. Good night.
All right, so Chappelle is clearly drunk. He's holding a beer there. I'm sure you saw it at the end. He's clearly drunk. He's smoking a cigarette. He's clearly gives no fucks. He's one of the most like naturally funny dudes on the planet, and he's one of the GOAT comedians. And I don't know, it just seems like a weird scenario. I don't know why you would bring out Elon Musk. Are you genuinely buddy with him? Did Elon Musk like call you up and say, "Hey man, can I come on stage?" Like, how exactly did this unfold? I'm very curious. And now I'm curious in retrospect, now that Dave probably isn't drunk. He saw all the headlines about how Elon Musk was booed. I wonder if he's like, damn, did I fuck up? Like, why should I have brought this dude on stage? Because again, as a comedian, you have to sort of be like, genuinely edgy in counterculture. I mean, I guess that's not true. There's some comedians that are not edgy in counterculture. But a lot of comedians are edgy in counterculture, and I think Dave Chappelle is one of them. And like, you're always walking the line between like the bounds of polite society and to like be buddy with the world's richest man. Like, I don't know, man. That seems very mainstream culture in a sense. It seems like snuggling up to wealth and power. and I don't know, kind of the antithesis of what a true comedian would do. Not to question Dave Chappelle as a comedian, like I said, I think he's one of the goats. Even if you disagree with some of his recent turn, which I do, but he's still an undeniable talent. It just seems weird. Like, I don't know why this happened, how this happened. Very bizarre. Elon Musk was super awkward. He always seems kind of awkward publicly, and his shit posting has not alleviated that. He's still like super duper socially awkward, and he got a little bit of a reality check. Looks like he should run back to his safe space. He was also tweeting, by the way, about like the woke mind virus has to die. Okay, dude. Okay. Because, yeah, people booing you and not liking you, it's all the woke mind virus. Sure. Whatever you say. Anyway, so there you go. That was fun and very bizarre.